Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I'm sorry about the lack of lardy videos, blame YouTube, they've got a mind of their own at the moment. So here's another one, live, the lorry show, get ready with me and I met someone, and I think this is when she was talking about that bloke, but she was talking about that bloke in the other video I did, so I'm going to start this and see if I think I've done it before. Mind you, I think I've done them all before, but we'll see. Shall we jump in? First thing, that weird thing she does with her eyes. What's her name? I just answered a comment from her. She's seen it now, she can't unsee it. She keeps saying, what is she doing with her eyes? It's like, yeah, we don't know. Been trying to figure it out for years, haven't we? Which hand is what? I can't tell when I turn them inside out what hand they're supposed to go on. And I turn them out because the
Sorry guys,
things
I'm not in focus
hurt.
here.
Seams hurt my hands, so I have to have them inside out.
Just had to deal with this little issue here.
Really, could you not have
My
covered it up?
face is all wet because to get that thumbnail, I had to spray at the exact right moment. So I'm just bleeding a little here. I'm okay.
Lovely, great. We all want to see that, don't we?
Just wait for the blood to stop.
Oh, will you stop? Fuck's sake.
I'm drinking my second cup of coffee. How is everybody this Sunday? I want to start out by saying a few things. So some people are confused as to why I did some lives and took them down. I take them down because sometimes they're too long.
I take them down because I've said stupid shit and then I'm shitting myself that I might get into trouble, and then I take them down.
And sometimes I've said something that I don't want. Oh, this top. Thank you, Rinny. Sometimes I say something that I then think, ugh, I really don't want to hear all the shit about that, and people aren't going to understand, and on and on. Hi, Jen. And then someone is confused because they saw that I went out with a friend and I looked like I was having fun. I have moments of fun. I'm not going to always be down in the dumps. I try to rally, and then they're like, I'm confused. You know, if you're having money problems, then what all
How can you afford to go out and have fun?
of a sudden changed? Well, I went out with a subscriber last week and I was all hyped up thinking, you know, very excited about getting possibly a job, and then I found out I didn't get Sephora, and then my hi Sherry C, then my cable company calls and says they're going to turn off the cable, and I go down the hole. And then it was a Friday, and I was like, and I have no one to spend the weekend with, nothing to do. And
same as every other day. What's the difference?
You know, so I felt hopeless. And that's why I got on and cried. Today I don't feel hopeless, but nothing has really changed. And then someone wrote me, but it didn't come up on the comments, saying that I had a lot of conflicting stories. Yes, I do, because I'm not telling every single thing of my life. So yes, my electricity got turned off. I got it turned on with money I had put aside for rent. Therefore, I don't have the money for rent. But I literally woke up and the electric was off. So that's what with that.
56 years of age and can't fucking balance the books.
I just like picked here and it's bleeding.
Maybe you shouldn't have picked then, huh?
So I'm just waiting for that to stop. Hold on one second.
Put a bloody plaster on it. Gross. Who would pick their face till it bled and then switch on a camera? I'm sorry, I've just been picking this and it's bleeding.
The other thing I want to say is I have never asked for money. I only am trying to sell what I have for money.
That soon
Okay, my
changed,
teeth
didn't it?
feel funny.
Brush them! Fuck's sake.
So, whoever is saying that, just like, fuck off. Oh, why did I do that right before coming on? Happy New Year to you too, Beth. Hey, Tiffany. Okay, so what do I want to put on? Oh, okay.
And the coffin.
Hi, Miss Justice. This. The L'Oreal Infallible. Charlotte, I wrote you back about the pendant. But there's someone else whose name is like
You're putting makeup on over a weeping wound.
Gal Charlotte, and I get both of you mixed up, and she had written not understanding why I went out with that subscriber, and I seemed happy, and then all of a sudden I was doing videos of crying. I mean, you don't know what bills I might have received. Hi, Cindy. I know we never met up. You're the one that was like, oh, I wish I had met you. Oh, Gucci, no. Things change, like, okay, no worries. Check it whenever. I'll mail it tomorrow. Don't things change in people's lives? If you're like looking for a job, so you psych yourself up. I like that this is like buildable, but it's still very sheer. And
When people go for a job normally, Lardy, they know if they've got the qualifications for the job and if they're presenting well and they've got a chance of getting the job. You, on the other hand, don't have the qualifications and look like a bag of shite, so why would anybody employ you?
picked something there and now it's bleeding. I try to be upbeat and happy, and then I don't get a job and it sends me into a spiral. And my neighbor's home. And I didn't get the job at Sephora, and then I started to get worried about things, and then I got a call from cable saying it was going to be turned off on Tuesday, so I had to like deal with that, and I put it on a charge card, and I don't really have the money to do that. That would have been for rent, okay? Hi, Kim.
Well, if you're really in a situation like that, why didn't you just let them turn your cable off? You could have just made videos and uploaded them in your apartment complex office, if that was part of it. Otherwise, you don't watch the telly, so what do you need it for?
Okay, we're gonna have to do this like men do. So if you're confused, be confused. And yeah, I say contradicting things because I share something and then I don't want to share it. Or years ago, people asked me, how do you live? And I say, investments. Because I wouldn't ask somebody how they make money. I don't ask Lisa how much her husband makes or how much she makes on YouTube or how she can afford to buy all this. Like, people ask that stuff. It's just like so inappropriate. Gucci is like right behind me. Isn't this lovely? I'm drinking coffee
We know!
with non-dairy almond milk. Hi, Ed. I didn't see that. Shh, shh, shh. Quiet. Look at that. See?
It won't stop if you keep fucking picking it off. Put a little bit on there or get a sodding plaster. Jesus, you're 56. Work it out, Lardy.
So stupid. Situate, love Situate. I actually have two shades. I have 403 and 404. This one is, the one that I just put on is 404. I know, look at this. Okay. And this one is 403. I'll put it right next to it.
Yeah, that'd help.
So one, okay, Pom Pom. I love the people that get it. The coverage is great because it's my skin. So that's 403, that's 404. They're just very forgiving. You were walking around like that. This is the time that you love being single. No, it's L'Oreal. Hang on, where's my phone? I have to just get back to some. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Hi, Shelly. Oh my God, I have so many Shellys, Sherrys, Sharon, Susans. Okay, so what I can do is use the lighter one for under my eyes. It wasn't a bump, it was like an ingrown hair, and I picked it because that's what I do. Hi, WW. So that's the lighter one, doesn't really, I don't know, I like to push. This is like a fake beauty blender, and we'll fix that in a minute. Hi, Tiffany.
Looks like a mushroom.
Put my nose ring back in.
Don't do it on
Okay.
camera.
So then, like, it's a Sunday, it's very casual. Hang on, I'm gonna blow my nose.
Go off screen and turn the sound off.
Okay. It's very casual, so I'm, whatever I'm going to do. So I probably, yay, Deb. So I won't be doing too much. Just going out, maybe for a walk. I don't know. Where
Is this the one? And then the other one was I walked up and down the stairs and I felt better. Who knows?
There we go. It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Just love how it's killing the haters that they think they think that I have you all fooled. It is Stacy, the illuminating one. Like, it just doesn't crease. Pom Pom, please stop growling. Hi, Becca. Hi, Ava. They think that I have you all fooled. That you're all really stupid.
Most of them are.
And that you can't um, that I've just fooled all of you. Like, it doesn't really say very much about people. You're like, don't, you're sending her money. No one has sent me money.
Yet.
This is the Laura Geller, and I'm just doing a little right there, and then anything that's left over, I just kind of put right here.
It's a concealer. Put it on the bit that you've just fucking reddened.
Yes, Bish. Every YouTuber does. There are gossip sites dedicated with threads just to watch the person's YouTube channel and then make notes and comment on every single thing that they've ever said and done.
You know, because you've been there, don't you? And you are there all the time.
But Marie, I'm not giving them a platform. I am just speaking. It's, if I gave them a platform, if I let them affect me, I wouldn't keep coming back. I'd be like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I am sharing with you what I get, and I am, some people who aren't haters were confused. Yes, full-time job to critique YouTubers. Oh my God, everybody gets hate. Lisa D1 is on the front page. HRH, front page.
How do you know that?
Tiffany D, front page.
How do you know? You don't go there. You don't read it. How do you know?
Go Google, look on YouTube and just type in hate, and you will see like Manny MUA and Jeffree Star did a whole thing reading hate comments. Hate comments are one thing, like write a hate comment. I'm not giving them the attention that they crave.
Yeah, you are.
I hate it when people say that, honestly. Like, I want to talk about what I want to talk about right now. I want to share with you guys what a YouTuber goes through. That's what I'm...
But still, you can't sit there and say, I want to share what a YouTuber goes through, because everyone goes through something different. So by rights, you should say, I want to share what I'm dealing with.
That's what I'm saying. It's not, you guys don't even have to comment on it. I'm just telling you, like, what I get. Right. Okay. So now you know, like, the hate that is out there that you get. And I'm just sharing it with you because you guys have no idea.
I'm sure they know. They're not stupid. Most people have
They don't
read
think
comments.
I'm being real. They think I'm begging for money. And honestly, if I'm begging for money, why do you care? They feel they're doing, that you're going to listen to someone that you don't even know that says, if you want to know the real Lori, oh, that's funny, just kidding. I'm not in a bad mood today, so that wouldn't have bothered me. What did I miss? I would have said a lot. You have to go back and watch. So I'm very, very hopeful. Today, I'm just very hopeful. See, and there's like somebody using my platform to do whatever. But look at the name, douche. So you get stuff like that. Okay, this person is just, they just want attention. People just want attention.
Says she.
I guess I wanted attention. So
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere tonight, Sherry. I'm just gonna go out. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. Pom, stop growling. She's just constant growling.
Maybe take Pom Pom for a walk with you.
People just want attention. Happy New Year, Lisa. And so do I. So I created a YouTube channel. I don't know if I'm gonna wear mascara. Oh, I have this. I don't do my brows. This is by Sephora. Let's do brows. Looking in a mirror over here. This is the most that I can do for my brows. Or douche? Yeah, I'd rather just say douche. Pom Pom, it has nothing to do with this. Pom Pom always growls at everything she hears and sees. And I've had the doors closed. I know, everyone's being real. I did a live on that. Like, that's the new thing. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Hey, Lou. Pom Pom, so I've had the doors and windows closed because I've had the air conditioning on. And now I have everything open, and so she is. Does that look weird? And she's just gonna growl at every single thing. That's just what she does. I love this RMS Living Luminizer. People comment on my skin all the time. Now, I put on an oil, the Milk Makeup.
I'm sure they do.
And there's a fuzzy thing. Milk Makeup, this is the oil stick. Wait a minute, hold on. There's like a hair. Oh, it's a teeny little fuzz of hair. That's enough to drive me crazy. So it's just like oil. Do you see? It's just an oil stick. Stick of oil that makes everything oily. Yes.
Really?
Of course, it makes you greasy. I'm dry, so if you're oily, you wouldn't use this. I don't like hot weather. At all.
I beg your pardon? Aren't you the one who said you moved to California because you hated the cold weather in Boston? And now you're saying you don't like hot weather? And then you moved to Arizona? Huh?
Oh.
Whatever.
Okay, so the Living Luminizer is like this.
See what I say about narcs all the time? Whatever suits that specific situation, they'll say it. And then when you say to them, but you said you liked hot... No, I didn't. But you... No, I didn't. You must have misheard me. No, you definitely said... No, I didn't. And they will fucking swear black is white.
It's like minuscule hairs. I love greasy too. Hi, Nicola. I'm putting on makeup, and I was in the beginning of this video walking around. Yes, I think I am gonna save it. This video, so you can watch from the beginning. Just talk a little bit about RMS. But you guys, you're gonna have to watch back. I talk about in the beginning, and Nicola will know about this. I don't know how much hate she gets because her channel is smaller, but just what
Passive aggressive much? Oh, I don't know how much hate she gets because her channel's so much smaller than mine.
people are saying. They're confused because I'm happy one day, sad the next. Like, stuff is going on. Okay, I'm going to tell you, Sinsta. That's what I really wanted to get on here. I wish I had a sweaty looking face. I bought the milk oil at Sephora. I want to put on a blush. I'm doing all cream. So we're going to do, this is my favorite thing to do lately, is lipstick as a blush and an eyeshadow.
Fish face.
Oh yeah, she gets haters too. And people think I'm begging for money.
Because you are.
Oh my goodness, Marianne Neal. Haven't heard from you in a long time. Jen, I'm going to talk about that. And they're all trying to get people to go over to the gossip site to find out the real Lori. Because I contradict myself. Yeah, I do. I contradict myself. Because sometimes I decide to share something and then sometimes it backfires on me. So then I pull it down, or I did a live that was 4 hours long and I didn't post it. It would have taken hours, and I was drinking, and then there was some creepy people on that said I had a fragmented soul.
Did I miss that one? Sad.
Just gonna set just around here, even though that's like with my Laura Mercier powder. See, it doesn't real close. It doesn't. If you use like a little bit of a damp beauty blender and push it in, it doesn't look cakey. And this is really how I would go out on a Sunday. So I want to tell you. So who wants to hear? Yeah, because now all of a sudden Jaclyn Hill is coming out being real. I've been real all along. Welcome to the club. Yeah, they always ask, what drugs are you on? So I say, oh, like yesterday I was like, oh, I'm on this, I'm on that, or they say I have a drinking problem, and they keep calling my mother elderly. My mother would hate you if you called her elderly.
She is elderly, for fuck's sake. She's 80. What does that make her? I'm fucking elderly and I'm 58. My mother would hate it if you called her that. Yeah, I must admit though, your mum has held together better than you have.
Elderly. I don't think of my mother as an elderly woman just because of her chronological age. So can you please stop calling my mother elderly, even though I'm not talking to my mother anymore?
So what do we call her then? And we're frozen. Oops. Stop! Fucking stupid thing. My poor mouse mat ends up with all sorts of crap on it. It's covered in coffee and coke and God knows what else. Time for another wash. Must say though, it's an old one. The proper rubbery type one, so it can go through the washing machine and it comes out looking perfect. 2531. Today.
douche? Yeah. I don't like hot weather. Is coming out being real. I've been real all along. Welcome to the club. Yeah, they always ask, what drugs are you on? So I say, oh, like yesterday I was like, oh, I'm on this, I'm on that, you know, or they say I have a
Fuck's sake.
drinking problem, or, and they keep calling my mother elderly. My mother would hate you if you called her elderly. I don't think of my mother as an elderly woman just because of her chronological age. So can you please stop calling my mother elderly, even though I'm not talking to my mother anymore?
As I said though, what do we call her then? Coke everyone.
Oh my God, I didn't bring enough stuff in here, but this is all I would really do. So let's talk about the man. I met somebody. It's very interesting. I met someone and we spoke on the phone last night. He called me. Okay, so I was in Ralph's and I was over and this woman was selling margarita mix,
Oh,
which
it's
is
him,
delicious,
yeah.
by the way. And I didn't even look, but yeah, he is, I think he has everything. He looked normal. But I'm gonna keep getting interrupted by you guys if you don't want to listen to the story. I'm telling a story. So I was over by the margarita mix. This lady was showcasing it, and she was giving out samples, so I took a sample, and it was really good. And then he came over, and he was no one that I would have looked at, so I didn't. He just came over to see the margarita mix, and I said, it's really good. So she poured him a little bit and he went, wow, that is really good. So I said, I'm going to buy a bottle. So I said, hey, do you want to come over to my pool and we can have a drink? And so we just started talking and he was like, oh, I'm seeing someone, or I'm in a relationship. So I said, that's okay, bring her too. I said, or maybe you have a single guy friend and it could be the four of us. Like, I was just like that, right? So he's like, yeah, I have single guy friends. So I'm like, fix me up. So then we're talking to her, we're talking to each other. And she didn't card me when I took the sip. And I said, don't you need to card me? And she's like, we'll say you're 24. So then I said to him, and I didn't even get carded because she said I look like I'm 24. So he was like, I was going to say you look between the ages of 23 and 25. So he had like a good sense of humor. And then somehow, then we got to talking even more. I need blush. I'll use this. This is the Benefit Dew. Hi, Krista. So then we got to talking even more, and he was saying, he said to me, somehow he said he was turning 60. So I said, well, I'm really 55. And I said, you're only 4 years older than me. And then he's like, you look amazing. You just look amazing. Hi. My mother is not elderly. You can go insult someone else's mother. Penelope Pearson, she's a hater. Bye. And who the fuck cares? Okay? Who the fuck cares? So elderly people
Pardon
get to
me.
treat you like shit? If your mother is mentally ill and she's abusing you, that's okay? Yeah, I went there. It just adds oil, Marianne. I don't think people want to hear my story. That's okay.
Don't you love it when she does that? I don't think people want to hear my story, so they'll all go, "Oh, sorry, Laurie, sorry. We're listening. We're all sat here in a row with our arms crossed, sat on the floor, cross-legged, applesauce. We're all ready. Got fingers on lips. Fucking narcissists. I hate them."
I thought people would want to hear about the guy. Okay, so I'm using Becca in the color Vanilla Quartz. Okay. And then I just used a little bit of my Beauty Blender. Oh, hi James. No, I'm talking about this guy that I met. I'm not going anywhere really. I'm just going for a walk, but I thought I might be seeing him.
I'm not really going anywhere. I'm going to go and walk around where I think he might be because I'm a fucking creepy ass stalker who thinks she has a boyfriend because some man paid me a compliment in a shop.
So I started to do this, but he's going to be watching the US Open, which is fine. So I don't know. James, how is your vacation going? You having fun? Do you hook up with anybody? You getting sex? I
Really?
hope so.
Really? You're asking him that on a public forum. Does he want to tell the world how much sex he's getting or if he's getting any? Really? Is that our business? No.
How's the weather there? Okay, back to the guy. Hold on a second, because there's like... The weather's terrible? Then drink more. Thank you, Flo. Well, so the guy is going to be something, without a doubt. So anyways, we were talking in Ralph.
The guy is going to be something without a doubt. Funny that, because nothing happened, did it?
And he has a fantastic name, which I can't tell you because it's very unusual. And he has a beautiful accent, kind of like Ricardo Montalban, remember? Thank you, Anne. Beautiful, slight accent, perfect English. He's originally he's like from all over. We're talking about like he can speak all these different languages. All right, enough. A car just pulled up, like just a car. And he's originally from the Galapagos Islands, which is different. And so okay, so I'm gonna say he was nice looking, but he's not anything gorgeous, and I don't even remember what he looks like. But there was electric chemistry.
How many times has she said that? There was a spark. We connected. Blah, 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 blah. And here she is still sat on a hole alone. It all goes on. She makes it all up in her head.
And so he said to me right then and there, he goes, I need to get your number. Even though he's seeing someone, and I was trying to figure out, well, are you living with them? He's like, no, he lives in Laguna Beach. Turns out he's a holistic healer. He does cranial something or other. Okay!
Would have been good if you had got together and he'd fixed yours.
Thank you, Sandra. He's like, I need to get your number. So I'm like, okay. So I give him my number, and he calls it, and I answered right in front of him, and I was speaking Spanish. And he just kept saying to me, you are so beautiful, you're so beautiful. And I literally looked like this, and I was wearing those shorts that everyone hates, but I love. And I looked like this. I had no makeup, probably even less than this. He was just telling me, you look so great. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, you're so nice. And he turns to the girl that was selling the margaritas and he's like, isn't she adorable? She's so adorable.
Oh,
And
look at the face. She's married already. Married with a house on the beach and fucking 6 more dogs. It's all going on up there.
um, let me get my phone. So then I left and he texted me and he said, I was delighted to have met you today. Can't wait to see you again. Have a lovely evening at Margaritaville. I wish I could be there drinking them with you. Cheers. And so then I sent him a picture of myself drinking it, and I said, I hate drinking alone. And then he wrote, I will make sure next time you won't be drinking them alone. And I wrote, deal. I said, you can have a female friend. That is allowed. I said, this margarita mix is so delicious. It has a smoky flavor to it that I love. So he said, you're a lovely woman and you look amazing. You're a lovely woman and you look amazing. I said, thank you so much. I really needed to hear that today at that moment. It means a lot. You are a blessed woman and I feel you're lots of fun. I said, I am so much fun dancing, etc. He says, I'm looking forward to dancing with you. So then I sent him this picture yesterday. And I said, thought I would show you, how I look when I look good, which is my wig. And thought I would show you what I look like with my makeup and hair done. And he says, I knew all along that you were beautiful with or without makeup. Can't wait to see you, maybe tonight. I'm just showing because I'm proving, like, I'm not making this up. I said, I would love to get together.
Yeah, but we all know you can do that on the iPhone. Have a conversation with yourself and make out it's from somebody else. Lots of people do it.
Tonight. I'm having a very difficult week. It would just be fun to have a drink with somebody and talk and listen to music. Then I went to the supermarket. Pom Pom, stop growling! Like, that really does me good. And I bought another bottle of it. People are like, you're crying over not having any money, but you're buying alcohol. Yes, I am. Because I don't do anything else, so I can't buy a bottle of alcohol.
No, not when you need the money.
So I can't buy a bottle of alcohol. Like, yes, it was a splurge.
Twice. She went there to buy another bottle because she hoped she'd walk into him again.
So I wrote him and I said, so now every time I'm at Ralph's and buy this, I think of you. So then he asks me where in my apartment complex I live. So then I'm like, oh, fuck. He just wants like a hookup. Because he's seeing somebody, right? As far as I know, he is seeing someone. Not married. And it's a little complicated, he had alluded to.
Why do you only brush the front bit? Brush it all through.
So I didn't really know how to answer that. Like, so where in my apartment complex, let's say it's called ABC, where in ABC do you live? So what am I going to say to him? Oh, I live at number whatever. I live in the 3rd building. I'm like, ugh. So all I answered was, what do you mean, where do I live in ABC? In one of the apartments, LOL, and then I put the smiley face with the 2 hearts. And then that was it, right? I know I could tell him to meet me at the pool. That wasn't the point. Could have done a lot of things, right? So right before 10 o'clock, the phone rings and I can see it's him, and I wasn't going to answer it because I never answer my phone. I didn't feel like talking. but like on the last ring. I'm telling a story, I don't need advice. Hi, from France. Sure, I'm on live right now. Can I do it after? So I get a call from him and I answer it on the very last ring. Like it was right about to go into voicemail. So I answered it. Hi. Let's say his name was Sergio. Hey, Sergio. So he says, hi, Lori, how are you? And I said, I'm good. And so he said, I just wanted to call because I realized that my last text might have seemed, my last text and also saying maybe I'll see you tonight might have seemed like I was looking, might have seemed a bit inappropriate. I didn't want you to think I was looking for something.
Oops, sorry, people.
I and then he was like trying to explain that he didn't mean it that way. He was just I don't even know what words he said, but he said, so I just wanted to call. And I said, I so appreciate you calling because I did, honestly, the last text that you sent, I was like, oh no, is he just looking for a hookup? Because he was across the street with his, or had been across the street at his girlfriend's. So I said, I so appreciate that. And he's like, that's not it at all. So I started to ask him a little bit about the girlfriend, like, so what is, yes, such a gentleman, what's the deal? And he's like, I want to give my relationship the respect it deserves. So I'm not a player. I'm not looking, not gonna do anything, but she's a lot younger than me. She's 20 years younger than him, so he's going to be 60, so she's 40.
She's doing it on her fingers, for the love of fuck. And you were a high level executive assistant. And you can't fucking spell. You can't do the days of the week if they're not in the right order. And you have to do maths on your fingers.
And he said, not just because of the age difference, but so they've been together for 2 years, but they don't live together. And obviously there's something, hi Joan, there's something wrong or something that he's not satisfied with. And I said to him, I'm going to be honest with you. I go on online dating and talking on the phone. Yay, Pamela. Talking on the phone like this, I might think, yeah, I would get along with this guy. Let's say I hadn't met him. I said, but when I met you in the supermarket, I have to tell you, there was like an incredible chemistry, like an attraction. So he said, I feel the same way. He said there was like, I just think you are just, oh my God, you want me to live in an island? He said you're just such a special person. You are just so beautiful inside and out.
Oh, he doesn't know you then.
He said, and I felt it too. And I was like, thank you for seeing that in me. I said a lot, online. I have a lot of friends online. They see the specialness of me, and I said, and I feel like I'm special.
And you wonder why this never went on
and
to
thank
something.
you for seeing that. And then we talked some more, and he's a holistic healer, and he's gonna help me with my knees. And he said, so I said, I have to just tell you, I'm gonna be honest and tell you, I hope you break up with your girlfriend. And he said, he didn't say yes, he didn't say no, but he was like, No, I didn't tell him I'm a YouTuber yet, but I will. So he was like,
Sorry, didn't you say the people I talk to online? Doesn't that no?
"Oh," he said, if you and I get to, when you and I get together, it's gonna be like, oh my god, like and he couldn't even say hi. Oh, new frenzy here, a new friend. Okay. Um, he couldn't even say, and I said, I know, I know, and so we're just friends. I mean, I'm sure his girlfriend wouldn't be Bergie. You're treading on thin ice. Just saying. Warning one. You might want to just be a little quiet and watch.
Oh, you're such a special person and such an empath. So welcoming to everybody. How can people not like you? I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
He's not playing. I'm not worried, Stacy. Nothing's going on. Hi, Susan Hart. Yes, it's amazing, Lori. Hi, Scottish Sharon. Anyone who's worried, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear worry. I'm not worried. I'm not invested. I'm not doing or changing anything in my life that is going. Hi, Sandy. Thank you for coming back. I have a Susan Hart and a Sandy Hart on here, so I haven't even seen him, so it's not a big thing right now. Do you know what I mean?
According to you, it is. You're married already in your head.
Exactly, Sherry. Like, hope he's not a player. He just wants a hookup. Meet him in a safe place. Like, just no one say that to me. I don't need to hear any of that from anyone that I don't even know. I don't know you.
You don't know him.
If he was looking for a hookup, he was looking for a hook. No, we're not getting. That's the end of it. That's the end. So today I just said to him, I texted him.
Funny, isn't it, how she's doing all the running? Oh, I just sent him a text. This is what I really look like in a wig. And today I texted him again.
I said, I said, happy Sunday, Geraldo. What are your plans for today? I've been sending out resumes this morning, doing laundry, cleaning the house, etc., getting ready to head out. Not sure what I feel like doing. If you're in the area, feel free to reach out to me. If you wanted to meet at my pool, sit outside for a little bit and chat, or take a walk around the harbor, just thought I would throw it out there. If you can't, no worries. There's always tomorrow.
Wow.
I don't want to
If you can't, no worries. What about tomorrow? Or the day after? And what are you doing Wednesday?
hook up. I could hook up with anybody.
Desperate much?
Oh, what's wrong with a hookup? Yeah, I don't want one. But nothing's wrong with a hookup. Like, so let's say he just wanted a hookup and I just wanted a hookup. So he wrote me back. He said, and happy Sunday to you as well, beautiful Lori. I'm running errands and watching the U.S. Open men's final. I will probably take a rain check today, but I certainly would like to accept that invite when I get back from the Bay Area next Sunday. Sending great vibes, and I'm sure you will get the job you're looking for soon, and praying hands. So it sounds good. And he read it, and then that's it. That's all there is. But I don't think he's going to be staying with this woman. And, you know, you can't stand in the way of love or connection. Lashana Tova to you too, Lisa. I believe he has all his fingers. I didn't even look. And I couldn't tell you. I probably would recognize him. Yeah. Claire, I know. I didn't even, I might recognize him, but I might not. But I just know, yes, kismet, which is a Turkish word. I just know he's going to be in my life.
Where is he then?
Don't give them any attention. That's all they want. What's up with the girlfriend? The deets on what's up with the girlfriend? Don't understand what that means.
You know what
And
it means.
like, so last night I said, oh my God, I met someone. Thank you very much for showing some support. But I'm telling a story, so if you want to watch, I would just keep your mouth shut. So last night I was like, oh my God, I met someone. Because I know that I'm going to see him as a friend, you know, or whatever. He's very big into hiking. Kim, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop whatever you're doing. What girlfriend are you talking about, Kim Hart's makeup? I know she's not a troll, so I don't understand what Kim's talking about.
His girlfriend, you fuckwit, you do
Yes,
know.
Lou. And so I told him, I'm like, oh my God. So he's like, he's done some Reiki, but he does the cranial. I don't know, Heidi. I announced it on Instagram. You need to click the bell, I think, to get a notification, but I am going to keep this up. Oh, Gal Charlotte, I mentioned you in the beginning. You seemed confused about something. Yes, cranial sacral. Okay, Kim. Gal Charlotte, what are you confused about? That I went out and had fun with some subscribers, and then I was down in the dumps? You left me a message. I came out as transgender when I was 15. That's the answer to the question. I was born a male and I transitioned to female when I was 15, started on hormones. I do need facial reconstructive surgery because I think I still have a very masculine, manly look. Thank you so much. He will, Claire. No, Lisa. Oh my God, people believe stuff. Right, Brenda. Oh, but that I probably adopted Burke or had a surrogate. People think I'm serious. I'm very pretty. Yeah, I'm just playing with them. I feel that I'm very, very, very pretty, and I don't know why that's a bad thing to say.
You're a narc, why would you?
Like, I might not be everybody's attraction type, but at least Lorraine, I don't know what that means either, but Sandy, I think. Like, do they think that that bothers me?
Obviously it does, because you've just blocked them.
You guys, I'm not transgender. I'm just telling you, I'm not transgender. Obviously, beauty comes from within. That's not some, like, revolutionary idea. But on the outside, I think I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, thank you. But I feel beautiful. I think everyone should feel beautiful. On the outside as well, even with a scar or whatever, like the knees, people say, oh, you can use cream. Right, nobody's attractive to everybody, right. No, Maggie, they're just a troll. They don't care that it's like it's reverse psychology. I'm glad you think you're beautiful, Sherry Baker. People remember me. I do stand out in a crowd. I know I don't look trans, gal Charlotte.
She's trying to be nice.
Exactly, Heidi. So people say I could use cream to make my scars go away. I don't want to. And I was telling this guy this. I just have the patience. I just do, because also the people that love me, that I love, hi Nakia, make it so much worthwhile. So I put up with the haters. And sometimes I will jump down someone's throat and I don't want advice because I didn't ask for advice, Wanda. And then sometimes I will feel like playing with a troll. And sometimes I don't have the stomach to put up with it. And I think people that give advice when it's not asked need to get a fucking life.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Lori Langer.
Gal Charlotte, I wish you would answer my initial question. I don't care about the scars. It shows I'm a warrior. I love it. I love it that people see it. I want to hear from Gal Charlotte, who had a question as to why I was able to go out with a subscriber and then I had a breakdown. Why are you confused? What is the confusion? I'm going to sit here and wait for her to answer. You took the time. Gal Charlotte. Yeah, Pat, I get that, but some of the advice is so ridiculous.
I need another cushion.
No, answer on here. Because I didn't get an answer. Answer on here. Karen, yep. Because I can't tell, Gal Charlotte, if you're a hater or a lover or somewhere in between. Because the comment had, hey, I'm sorry I came off snobby. What was your question that you asked last night? I was probably in the middle of saying something, and what question did you ask that I... All I know is some people who love me don't give advice, and I feel very supported.
They don't know you. They can't love you. Stop talking shite.
I do want to interact. If I didn't want to interact, I wouldn't make it live, but there are ways of interacting, and then there are ways of not interacting.
Do it
And
your
a
way or the
lot of you
highway.
get it right. And then there's some that get it wrong. So, for instance, hi from Ireland, from somebody that I don't recognize the name. Gal Charlotte, don't give me money. Don't give me a tip. I just want an answer what you were confused about. Where did you answer? Hey, stop. Stop it. So hard to get an answer. And so many people have written me, have but okay, I said that I watched them out of order and no longer confused. Okay. Got it. I'm not attacking anybody.
Yeah, you were.
Do you have a YouTube channel that you think I'm attacking people? Why are you watching if you think I attack people? Then don't watch me. It's really hard, really hard. I don't know. I only read a little bit, but the attacking thing, yeah. The tip was, I don't know what she did. Ooh, brandy and cola.
She's been drinking that coffee for an hour.
Hi, Cole. Hope I didn't roll my eyes when I said hi, Cole. I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're a twat.
Thank you, Sydney. Claudia, I am so angry. Thank you for the... I like this mug too. Hey, Cheryl. I feel so sorry for people that get on and have to make a comment. Imagine what that feels like.
It's called interaction on a live,
Happy
fuckwit.
Sunday, curls. I'm lost. I'm found. Bye, Marie. I hate my dogs. Quick, take a clip of that. She hates her dogs. I'm hating them right now that they're barking the whole time. Pom Pom, stop it! All she does is yell at her dogs.
Yep.
Hi, Darlene. Thank you, Joe. It's in her name. I'm on live on YouTube right now. I can't explain. The advice is from but oh, Carol, I love oh, Carol. The advice is like spinning your wheels in mud. It's not productive advice. Okay? I didn't say I didn't want comments.
Yes, you did.
I
You
love
said,
comments.
why do people feel the need to come on and make a comment? It was exactly what you just said. But of course you're a narc, so you didn't say that.
There's a difference. So, advice on saying things like, you would be great. Karen, yeah. But advice like this, you would be great as a receptionist. Have you thought of signing up with temp agencies? Stop licking.
Stop shouting!
All she does is yell at her dogs.
Yep.
Cornish pixie. That's another YouTube. You need to. You should. Nicola, they're gonna get on me because I scream at my dogs. Hi, Zofia. Hi, Miss Catty. You need to tell your son that he needs to pay, needs. My parents didn't pay for anything. So here's what helps. I tell that I need a job. Right, Lori Carlberg. Lori's are smart. And somebody, you should, yeah. Right, throat punch them. So somebody said, my husband knows people in the area can I give him your email? And then he wrote me and he reworked my resume.
Oh, but your resume was perfect. You didn't need any help with your resume, did you? Until you needed help with your resume because it was shit and full of lies.
College can wait. Someone said that. College can wait. And I don't judge them for not paying for their kids' school. I don't say to them, I think that's terrible. That's how they grew up. I would never do that. I would never kick my son out. I would never make him pay for rent. Some people do. That's their prerogative. I just don't, We're talking about this again, Miss Catty. And I just put on some makeup. And I already told... I know, the new resume is so good. Oh, how do you know them, Ms. Justice? Sherry Baker, I liked it better when it was I'm a good ohm. Ohm. No, it's I sprayed some purple stuff. Do you yell at your dogs? Don't lick. Like, I have to stop her from licking.
Maybe try and find out why she's licking.
And I probably would never pay for his secondary school like that. Thank you, Ms. Justice. But how do you know Vince and Lydia? Oh, it was at It's not purple, it was strawberry. It's called Planet Beauty. Why did I go in there yesterday? Oh, I know why I went, because they have an opening. And I wanted to find out. Wow. I mean, if I had the money, I would totally pay for any schooling he wanted. But, so this is a spray. I don't remember who it's by. I sprayed it in my hair yesterday at Planet Beauty with the tester. But I went in because they had an opening and I wanted to see who to send my resume to. That would be like a little part-time job. I'm just praying that I get this job that I want. Wow, Brenda. Okay, quiet. It rinses out, but so I just want to talk about the guy, and I really do need to get out of the house because in a few minutes, oh, I know, I'm gonna find out. Like, oh, it's killing me. If I don't get it, oh my God. Oh my God. So you remembered, your name is Susan, so you remember. Bye, Nicola. You were on Friday night and you remembered their names. Yikes. That scares me a little.
Why? I don't remember anything, but I remember there's been Susans, Nicolas, Laurie's, and a few other names on your live today. How is that weird? I was listening.
Just saying. But they are amazing people. Thank you, Shelley. I don't know what day I'll hear happy. I don't know what bunch of crap means. Thank you, Kim. There might be a dead dog here tomorrow. Thank you so much, Miss Justice. I hope, Helen, I will be just the happiest person. A weight will be lifted. Like my life, a new life will begin. I will, oh my God.
See, this is why you get so upset. Because you build it up and build it up and build it up in your head, and then you get a no, and you go down that fucking roller coaster so fast. Stop doing that. Just go for the interviews. Forget about it. Focus on the next one, and just wait until you get a fucking offer in the post. Mail, phone, whatever the fuck they do nowadays.
Oh yeah, that was a joke. Hater's gonna be calling PETA on a vegan. Pom Pom, stop scrolling. Me saying it doesn't do any good. Stop it! Thank you.
Vegan for all of 3
Hi,
minutes.
Oregon. Does anyone have any random questions? Now's the time for the question and answer portion of this video. Bye, Pat. Thank you,
Obnoxious
Sinsta.
fuck. Oh! 110. We were so close to getting to the end then. I was going to half it, but seeing as though you've been lacking videos for a while, I thought I'd do the whole thing in one, hopefully. About there, won't we?
I'm in California, so That's the end of that. Please tell me you're in South Florida.
Isn't it 110
Guess
something?
I mean, he's in my hand as I had picked it up, especially coming from. Oh my. 11. Pom Pom is 7. Picking up. Thank you, Patty W. I don't know how I'm going to spend the remainder of my day. Tiffany, I told all about the guy. Thank you about my nails. Heidi, I went to Baker and then Brookline High. There we go. Thank you for showing yourself. Crispy gossip. See, do you see how I did that? I said, what was that question? And I said it was something about my nails. She wanted to, can I see Bella's nails? They're very concerned about Bella and her nails. So I got her.
Oh, you think you're so clever, don't you?
There you are, Charlotte. I see it. Charlotte, do you live in the United States? Key lime kisses. Yeah, I probably would if I found the right guy. Just because they're concerned about my dogs.
Because you
Not
don't treat them right. You scream at them all the time. You never take them out of the house. You don't get them veterinary care. That's why. Tell the truth. Tell the whole fucking story as to why people are concerned about Bella.
the option should say send money. I don't miss anyone in Boston. Bella is 11. Pom Pom is 7.
What about Marjorie and Roberta that you're always going on and on and on and on and on about? Don't you miss them?
Gucci is 4. Yeah, because they're long and they need to be cut. I don't use Elizabeth Arden face serum. No, Gungar hasn't written me back anyways. When he was here, we get along because we do that for Burke, but he goes in and out of that as well. Charlotte, it should just, you go into PayPal.
I thought you weren't asking for money.
I know, I don't look forward to that day, which is inevitable. No, I'm not showing the dogs. Yes, I can do it myself. I'll figure it out. Thank you. This is from Hitchcock Madrona. Charlotte, you go into PayPal and there should be just a thing that says send. Thank you, Joan. Send money to family and friends. And I'm not asking for money. I'm selling her something. He's a grump. So's Gucci. Gucci is grumpy. He is like an angry cat, but I love
'Cause you fucking treat him.
him to death. You have this necklace too? Isn't it amazing? It's like my signature necklace. If it ever broke or fell off and I couldn't find it. Okay, for wigs, I sometimes use a wig grip, which is just the velvet piece. But with the short wig that I have, I just stick it on my head, and then sometimes I put this headband and it makes it feel more secure. Hi, Rachel. You'll have to look back because I talk about the guy, and you're gonna like it because it's chemistry and universe, and
See, look at the face. They're walking down the aisle. They're gonna honeymoon on the moon, and then they're gonna live in their beachfront house with all their dogs, and he's gonna do Reiki, and she's never gonna have to work, and blah 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 blah. And then it doesn't happen, and she gets depressed.
okay. So I just want to say one. Oh, the Climax mascara is the bomb. Lisa D1 didn't like it. Oh, I have a tiny head. Tiny.
You have a tiny head. You have a tiny head. So how come when you're having pictures with people, their heads are this big and then you're that beside them? Tiny head, my ass.
Rachel, I just want to say, because you'll watch this back, but I want to talk about this guy. So, yes, I'm going to be selling lots of wigs. Miss Caddy, what the heck? People, no, she's kidding. She's not 12. Miss Caddy, don't do that. Oh my God. She's making a joke. She's not 12 and she doesn't have cancer. Miss Caddy, you're not 12 years old. You have a grandson. Happy New Year, Sherry. That's nice. Happy. Oh, I thought you said you're 12 years old. That is amazing. I'm sorry I read that wrong. I thought you were joking about like, because there was a kid on last night that was 8 years old. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you. That makes me so happy. I am like gonna celebrate with you.
Oh, and you believe that, do you? If this was yesterday, she'd be saying, I don't give a fuck, you clear of cancer.
I read it wrong. Do you see? That's awesome. Something to celebrate, and I'm glad you shared, and I'm glad everybody is being so supportive. But do you see how I read that wrong? I thought you were just joking around because of, like, people saying, I'm 8 and I'm watching this. Hi from Ireland or some weird place.
Sorry, excuse me. Hello from Ireland or some weird place. Ireland's not weird. Fuck you. And one minute you're saying, oh, I love it when people come in and say, hi, I'm from Barbados. And then now it's like, oh, what are they doing that for? Whatever suits the situation.
I'm just so happy that you're here. And today is a great anniversary for you to celebrate that. And I'm going to think of you a lot today as I walk around the harbor or do whatever it is that I'm going to do. See, like Brenda, okay? You guys, you can't make jokes like that. If I don't, but I do know Brenda and I do know Ms. Caddy. I don't even want to, I just want to get to know him. I just want him in my life. So, Rachel, let me just say, so thank you for sharing, especially coming from you. That means, like, I'm glad you felt that it was safe for you to say that and to share here.
Oh, fuck off, laddie.
So I want to just get back to the guy for a second. for Rachel who's watching and just say, so last night Lynette, I know Lynette. I met a nice guy. He is involved with somebody right now, but I don't think it's going to last for a long time. Not that I'm wishing that they break up, which will come out
It's what you said. You said it to him on the phone. And now you're going to say that you didn't say it and that the haters are going to say it.
somewhere. She's waiting for them to break up. She's seeing a guy that, okay, whatever. We had such a connection that and he felt it too, that last night after I got off the phone with him, I realized I met somebody. Like, I don't know what's going to come about it. I don't know if it's going to last. I don't know if it'll last a week. I don't know if it'll last a lifetime, but I feel like, yes, I remember you, Lynette. You used to do YouTube videos, right? Or you still do? Exactly, Happy. There's a crack in, and also the chemistry between us it was too much. I've never ever had that. I've never felt that before, and he felt it too. Oh, okay, sorry. I haven't watched in a while. I don't watch a lot of the regular YouTube videos that I used to, but Lynette, I do remember you. It was a chemistry beyond any chemistry, and I talked about it earlier. Maybe I'll just repeat it now. He called me last night because he felt that something he wrote could be misconstrued. Don't lick. And he wanted to call and just tell me that he didn't mean it that way, and I knew he didn't. And I said, I have to be honest with you. When I met you in the supermarket, there was a chemistry that I can't, like an attraction beyond anything. And he's like, Lori, I felt it too.
Anyone get the feeling he's the biggest con man walking? And she's just giving him everything on a plate.
That's cool.
It's quite sad, really, that she thinks she's that good looking. And she's that desperate for somebody that she'll believe any old flannel.
I tell the story already. And so he's been very honest. He is seeing somebody, not just dating. My soul is fragmented. He said the only reason you saw me with beer, he doesn't like, because I said maybe we could meet for just a drink, and so he pictured meeting at a bar for a drink, which would be not nice to his girlfriend. And he said the only reason I had beer in my hand is I had picked it up for my girlfriend. So he calls her his girlfriend. They've been seeing each other for 2 years.
Sounds pretty serious to me, Lardy.
But things aren't going well, and he hasn't, it's probably, he got my number. There's been nothing sexual, nothing. If I was his girlfriend, I wouldn't like it, but I can just tell they're not going to stay together. He's not happy, but he hasn't left the relationship yet. But I feel like that's coming. I could tell. But he wants to give it and he's said words like, I want to give it, I'm not, I don't want you to think I'm a player. I want to give it the respect that it deserves. I'm not, but things, like, I don't think things are terrible between them. I think that it's not going anywhere. Yeah, met him for a reason, totally. It was very, very, like, how they say, go to the supermarket, you'll meet a guy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm 55, I've never met a guy in the supermarket. I've never even bought alcohol in that supermarket. That's the other thing. And he's not a big drinker, which is a downside for me. Um, yes, I'm single. And the thing was, I said to him, I'm very single on the phone. And he said, I'm single too. But he meant it as not married. Okay, bye, Lou. Mwah. I'm just charging my phone. Oh, Jesus. I should have a brush to put on my blush. I forgot to bring a blush out here. I mean, a brush. Let's see. I think I'll put some of the Josie Marin. And he's a healer. The Josie Marin. And he just wouldn't stop telling me how pretty I was and how special that he felt that I was. And I really do need to hear that. Like, I don't hear that from anybody.
Yeah, but then you're out there looking for it, desperate for someone to say anything and thinking, oh, this is it, this is the love of my life, when someone's just being friendly in a shop. I remember back when I was at Butlins, the first year I was there. I don't know what we were talking about. There was a few of us in the loo. We used to hide in the toilet to have a cig break when I worked on the shies in the fun fair. And I was talking to two of the girls off the fair. And I was talking about blokes fancying people or whatever. I don't know how it came up. And the two of them said, oh, we know someone who fancies you. And it was just I was putting my cig out. And I went, yeah, and he's outside with his guide dog and white stick. And they burst out laughing and I went off. And they never mentioned it. And so it was stuff like that people knew that Jed fancied me and people knew that I fancied Jed. And if it hadn't been for this young lad called Carl, who eventually said to Jed, if you could go out with anybody, who would it be? And he said, Jules. And he said, right, and you're going to go over and take her hand and take her to the party after the bar closes tonight. And so he did, and that was that. If Carl hadn't done that, we'd probably still be dancing around each other now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he wouldn't be a big drinker. Oh my God. Hi, Leanne. I'm just talking about this guy that I met at the supermarket. I'm not seeing him yet. He is seeing someone. There's a kid on a skater thing. Thank you, but I guess he's a very confident. He's white. Sorry, Lydia, I missed my comment. I missed your comment. Vince just wrote me back too. My resume looks fucking amazing. Watch. I'll get the job and I won't have a reason to use his gorgeous resume. But I don't know. I don't put any restrictions on anything. Date a 27-year-old? I'd meet someone for a drink. I know, my son has gotten so big. Oh my God, Vince, yes. You can tell when there's a good man. I don't put age things. I'm not exactly happy, CJ, just saying. I'm just hopeful. That's all I am today, is hopeful. I don't know how I will repay Lydia and Vince, but I will.
But you never do. You keep saying you're going to repay people and pay it forward, and what do? You don't. It's all
It depends.
lies.
What if that 27-year-old has kids, has been married, has a good career, is done having kids? I'm not an ageist. I don't, people say, what are you looking for? I'm not looking for anything. It just has to be this intangible thing. So I'd meet anyone for a drink. YouTube has changed. I'm sure they don't want repayment. they're going to get repayment by being the people that they are. Wow, Happy. That's awesome. Um, okay, Michael, where do you live? I love the name Michael, just saying. No, I'm in California. So that's the end of that. Please tell me you're in South Florida. Lydia and Vince, I will pay it forward, and you being the people that you are getting paid, will be repaid just by the universe. But when I get a job and I have not even money, but I have a means to repay you, I will do it in my way. It will be,
I'll make you some janky jewellery just for you. Or scent of Laurie.
it will be some way. I don't want a long distance relationship. It'll be in some way. It might be a note, a handwritten note sent to you.
A handwritten note from Laurie to thank me for all the work I did on her resume. Oh, I'm going to frame it and I'm going to kiss it every morning when I get up. Fuck you! Who do you think you are? Paul fucking McCartney, a handwritten note.
Or a card. It might be a telephone call. It might not have it. What right now it's just thank you, but I want to have you guys in my life.
Oh yeah, because they're givers, all right, and you
Thank
need
you.
givers in your
I'm
life.
old. Thank you. I made it. Exactly, Happy. Oh my God, that would be a blessing if I could meet you guys. Oops. Liz, it's about $12 to mail to Canada. So if you want one of those trinket necklaces, I am mailing 2 other items. I know it's not old, Heidi. That's a troll. Is it okay to watch this? But email me, ll42863@yahoo.com. What kind of question is that? Is this okay to watch this? No, it's not. We're just friends and customers, so you cannot watch this. Like, how old are you? Yeah, it's a kid. New York started. Thank you, Vince. Lydia told her husband, who has some connections, about me, and I sent him my resume, and he reworked it, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing, and it just, I could have gone to the office here at the apartment complex and done it myself, but
I could have done it. That's a lovely way to say thank you to Vince for all his hard work. I could have done it, but I couldn't be bothered, so he did it for me.
things that are normally very easy right now seem enormous to me because I have so.
If you could have rejigged your resume as good as he did, you would have had it like that in the first fucking place. So just admit you couldn't have done that and say thank you and be grateful.
Much on my plate, so much on my mind, so much worry and angst. I have horrible dreams. I just like horrible dreams. It's hard to fall asleep.
Oh, here we
If I
go.
don't get Googling hate, if I don't get this job, oh, thank you. Yes, check it out. But you can certainly stay here. I'm just talking. Um, wow, Maggie. I know people have lived through. I don't want to take it. I'm on everything I need to take. But so, I could have done it myself, but I just needed, like, I have nobody to take anything off of my plate. And Lydia and Vince, I mean, he took his time to do it. He already had it. It probably didn't take him very long, but he did.
Are you saying thank you or not? Because it doesn't sound like it now.
They worked on it a while. Um, no, I'm not. I don't want to start my own job. I want this job. So I just want to see getting this. See, like, honey, the fact that you're thanking him is so nice. I mean, I do. I will be forever grateful, whether I get the job or not, that they just took one big thing off of my plate and did it for me. I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. I'm easily overwhelmed right now by even the smallest of things.
See, she'll say something nice. So it's like half a step forward, 8 steps back. Oh, I love that he took something off my plate, and oh, but I'm easily bowled over at the moment. He worked on it really hard, but I could have done it myself.
Yes, gal Charlotte, you get it. And Lydia, it was his time. Even if it took him an hour, I hope it didn't take a long time to do it. And we've gone back and forth. Just kind people, because you guys can see I'm not begging for money. I'm begging for a job.
Oh, so close and yet so far. 133.06. The way to go, thanking somebody but not really thanking them. I was an executive assistant. I know how to write a
Lots of good
resume.
people in this world. There are.
Resume, rather.
I'm not teaching a job.
But oh, it was 133, wasn't it?
At the break, and she hit, like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know. I do things for people like that all the time. Like, every time I'm in Michael's, okay? Somebody always asks me, how do you know what I would use to do this? I guess I look like I know what I'm doing, and I take my time and stand there and help them
So do we. Normal people do that. You're not special, Laurie.
figure out what they need to do. Or so, that's just me with a stranger, giving my time and explaining to them that they need a jump ring, and then they would need this. Or, why don't you get the magnet? I mean, I've done stuff like that all the time. Or she pushed the gas by mistake instead of the brake, and she hit a wall here. And I heard this crash, so I went out to make sure she was okay, and she was fine. And I gave her a hug. I didn't know who she was. Turned out she was the mother of somebody that works here in the office. But I gave her a hug.
Really? You don't think other people do that?
I'm not teaching a jewelry making class. So I gave her a hug.
Oh, no. I
And
thought it paused again.
Lydia and Vince gave me a hug, you know. Another thing, like, this was one thing, this kind of tells you really the person that I am.
Are we going to have the falling down on the fucking cruise story again?
I was on a cruise with my mother and she tripped and fell. Oh, key lime, it's okay. Just ignore them. You guys need to just ignore them. Thank you from Ireland. Thank you. Fingers crossed. So my mother fell.
You were making fun of From Ireland earlier. And what a normal person would have done if their mother had fallen over is seen to their mother and made sure they were okay, rather than pretending they fell as well and looking for attention.
She didn't really hurt herself, but she fell, and I instinctively got down on the ground so that no one would know which one fell. I didn't want her to feel embarrassed about falling in addition to having fell.
Only in her mind does that make sense.
Because I've fallen many times, and I know that in addition to falling and hurting yourself, it's embarrassing. So, you know, I do things like that.
That's the only thing you can ever bring up when you say you've done things for other people and it's fucked up. It's not even a proper thing to do for somebody.
We're gonna have dead dogs here soon. Dead dogs.
Ah, that's where I had my clip from. I might do it again. Make a short out of that bit. Fucking weirdo.
Or honestly, all the things that I did for Shawnee.
Oh, here we go.
Helping her with so much.
That took no time at all and you could do it from your bed. Really. And she was your friend.
Both Clinique. Lynette, we're not talking about my mother. I'm no longer speaking with her. You're going to have a lot of catching up to do. I mean, I helped her with the apartment and I would videotape so she could see where it was and how close this was and that was. I mean, I took so much time. They could not have moved here without my help.
But you wanted them to move here. So it benefited you.
I have a Scentsy party going. I always have a party. And I only make a certain amount from my sales, but you can always go on my party. I've spilled the tea so many times. I've talked about it a million times. I have a video up about it. 97 minutes in. Cody, you're late. You gotta rewind and look through it. Yes, Key Lime, I always have a party going. It's on my website, loribeth.scentsy.us, and then click Shop a Party. It's not candles, it's home fragrance, and it's warmers and wax. Safer than candles. No soot, no flame. Plug in beautiful warmers. I should do a Scentsy one of these. I don't have a relationship, but I know what you mean. Karen, I'm not dwelling. I'm saying that how I'm a good friend and the time that I invested. Even better, yes, Clinique. Well, happy what you can do is there are Sensi consultants in the UK, but you could become a Sensi consultant under me, and then you could get all your things at a 20% discount with free shipping. And the warmers from here would not work there, so you would need to be a Sensi consultant there under me, and you would get warmers that worked there. It's a global company.
Yeah, don't tell them that you get a cut of her sales though, and that's why you want her to do it, will you?
Okay, Tiffany, I can't. Sorry. It's like some people haven't watched things, you know, so I can't go back in time from, when was it? May, April, right after my birthday, and tell the whole story over again. 99 minutes. Such yesterday's news. You're gonna have to just find out. I did plenty of videos, plenty of lives talking about it. Sorry, I just can't go back in time. All right, guys, 99 minutes, and I really want to put this up. So I love you all. Have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Love you. Mwah.
Yay! Cool that she got it on 140. Right, so here's a nice long video for you all if you got to the end with me. And if YouTube let me put it up, fingers crossed. Catch you later.